Welcome everybody, and greetings. Uh, it's not TEW Tuesday, but we're here anyway. We're here on a Friday because why not? You know what I mean? We're here. We might as well. I've gotten a few things ready for us. I hired Abdullah the Butcher because Abdullah the Butcher. Um, he's currently an international heavyweight champion. I don't know if that's just some belt in Stampede or if it's an NWA belt. I would think it's an NWA belt, but either way, we're going to make it so that when Andre beats him, Andre is the WWA champion, the first ever WWA champion. So we're gonna have Frank come out and cut a promo about how he is now working with Abdullah the Butcher, and how Abdullah the Butcher, he's going to be like licking a bloody knife that he has. And Abdullah the Butcher is going to have had, basically, at that point, he's eliminated Gary Hart from the zone. He just says that he's eliminated him, or he took it. He's made Gary Hart a non-factor, and he's saying that Andre's going to lose because he has no manager, and now I've brought Abdullah the Butcher in, and I'm going to get my revenge from Andre, and Gary Hart mostly. Mostly mad at Gary Hart, but Andre's letting Gary Hart be his manager. Andre quickly, just a couple segments later, comes out with Bobby Heenan, and he's using, his own ability to intimidate. And he's, kind of... Here, actually, I need to make sure this advances the storyline, but also we're going to give Abdullah the Butcher and Frank a victory over this. But then, obviously, out comes Heenan and, the brain and the giant. The giant and the brain, not turn. Okay, well, hold on. Andre and Bobby. We're just giving victories out all around. Everybody's going to have some victories, and then Andre's going to win and become the first ever WWA heavyweight champion. WWA already has world in it, so I feel like it was just too many to say world champion. But if I feel like it's weird later, we'll just switch it. What else do we have going on here? Stored creative ideas. So I also hired, Abdullah the Butcher and Bobby Heenan. Yeah, let's see what we got. We don't have any finishes, storyline idea, a safe bet. I think we're using these two gimmicks. We don't need to use any character ideas. I think we're ready to go. Our first show. There we go. Cool. Got my chats up. All right. Yeah, we're good to go. We can book it. It's already booked. We can run it. Ooh. Absolutely awful. Absolute disaster. A manager that can't talk. What are we doing here? Okay. This match was too short. Well, they're not going to like the rest of the card. Okay. Wow, 51 in that last match. That's crazy. Ron and Robert have great chemistry. Okay, nothing to say about Ivan and Piper. He didn't look good, but nobody has had chemistry with Andre the Giant so far. I almost thought this one was something that the creator of the database put them in as having chemistry, because they do have chemistry in my other game that I'm running. So, Billy Graham and Dory Funk don't have chemistry, so that's good to know. Eno did some good work. Oh, they do have. They have great chemistry. So I guess they just need to be in a match for that to pop up. But Andre the Giant wins the World Championship, and he has his permanent manager now that they have great chemistry, Bobby Heenan. Permanent enough, until maybe, if there's a reason that they shouldn't be together, then we'll have to break them up. Let's see. Oh, we got a post-show match. We didn't learn any new chemistry, so that's a match there. And the Mongols go over. All right. Joe Louis. Yeah, I think I need to start complimenting Joe Louis more. He's doing great, dude. Joe Louis, you're doing awesome. Abdullah the Butcher should be, honestly, pointed out as a good example for sure. Abby didn't have to lose to me. All it took was me keeping him strong, and he was willing to lose. So I think that's fair. That's good. All right, so we brought Abdullah the Butcher in. Andre and Abdullah are now involved in this managerial conflict. And when Gary Hart comes back, he's going to be trying to get, now, Bobby Heenan is involved in this managerial conflict. So there's 3 managers and 2 wrestlers. Obviously, that's not enough. So they're going to start fighting. Frank and Gary are going to be fighting over who gets to, manage Abby. I think, who else? Does Gary already manage someone else? No. Who manages George the Animal Steel? Nobody. So I think Frank manages Steel. Right. And Abby. I think I'm going to try Gary Hart with Abby. And then we have Steel, Giant, and Abby. Abby, Andre, and George the Animal Steel. Abby, Andre, and the Animal? Is that how we say it? Abby, Andre, and the Animal. All going against each other with their respective managers. Okay. Storyline idea. Oh, we could use it. Why not? Unless it probably will expire before we can use it. Okay. A bit of a gamble. We can take that gamble. Who needs to gamble? Let's go. Heal. Very cold. Ooh. Very cold. I guess they lost to the Fullers a good amount. Ghetto has very warm. So yeah, he took all the L's. We definitely need to use a creative idea up on him. I don't even know if I want to use the gamble one, because that's dangerous. They already have very cold though. How bad could it get? Nice. Cold. He's got a legendary gimmick. We'll get him back up. Dory Funk. Okay. Roddy the Recognizable. Look at that. Norval Austin. I don't know. I'll hold on to that other character idea. It doesn't expire, so. Or, well, it does, but it's not expiring soon. Let's just head off to the next month. Or well, it does. Sorry, getting my YouTube chat set up now. As we move to the next month here. Oh shoot. Well, it wasn't too important. We had a bunch of people who won different middle of the year awards that I was gonna share. Ayo. Or are you doing the Scott Hall? Ayo. Hell yeah. Excited Pikachu all the way. We're moving right along here. July 12th. Yeah. Andre's the champ. He has yet to beat Steel, so he hasn't wrestled against Steel yet. That's a big one. I want to make sure that's probably going to be his first major defense, you know? What up? Not a lot. Just playing some game here. You know, trying to advance this company as Andre. Putting in the work. Oh, I thought it said Danny Pictures. Oh, I'm Danny Pictures. Look at this guy. Look at his picture. It's Danny Pictures. They got the mafia nicknames. Johnny Weaver. Johnny the Weaver. I probably need to update that Michigan background I got. But I'm waiting for the Detroit Lions to win the Super Bowl, and I'll probably just take one of those stills from that and make that the new background. Till the next Michigan team wins. How long has that been? How long has that been crazy for the Detroit Lions to go and win the Super Bowl? And for me to say that and for it to be like, yeah, like that may even be a possibility. Hey, how's it going, WrestleTube? What's up? Glad I opened up that YouTube chat. Appreciate you checking out the video. We are running, if you're just joining us now, we are running a 1970 wrestling promotion as Andre the Giant. And we are currently like 7 months into doing so. Or we will be 7 months into doing so. Ivan Putski, who was just on screen, was one of our wrestlers. We also have Dory Funk, not Junior, just Dory Funk, and Abdullah the Butcher. Pretty stacked, and George the Animal Steel. There's always somebody you're leaving out. Roddy Piper. Not to say, I was gonna say it's a really stacked like monster heel giants going on. But Roddy's not necessarily one of those. He's like 16. Wee Willie Wilson. Just a wee lad. I don't know if y'all could hear that. This filter that I've got on is really, really good. But now you guys don't get to hear the noise from people honking and people like playing their music really loud when they go by. How long am I going to be streaming? Probably like an hour. Typically I do TEW Tuesday, which is like 4:30 to 5:30 or 5 to 6 ish on Tuesdays, and that'll be like my main stream. But I've had a lot of stuff going on lately, and just haven't had solid time to do it. And then I also do streams, just random streams with other games, and probably gonna be doing a Wrestling Empire stream, M Dickey's Wrestling Empire, pretty soon. I think I'm actually planning, and nobody hold me to this, but for late March, I'm planning maybe like a subathon type thing, where I put like 8 to 12 hours on the clock, and then every sub is like 10, 15 minutes. And then doing something really long like that, where you guys can vote on like what game we play and all that kind of stuff. So that might be really fun. But that's, I'm still in early stages of planning that. All right, here we go. WWA, Gary Hart, Joe Louis. Still need to have someone to manage. That's true. Gary Hart's going to come in and he's going to basically take over Abby, who injured him, kayfabe. Basically, kayfabe, he stabbed him and made him have to go to the hospital last show. So Gary Hart's going to try and weasel his way into that relationship. Yeah, it would be fun. Thank you. I'm excited to do some of that. Maybe, yeah. That's the plan anyway. Gary and Joe Louis. I don't know who I want to assign Joe Louis right now. He's still working as a referee. But hopefully when we get up to level 5 merch, I think it's level 5. Actually, I was thinking it was level 4 before, but I think we need level 5 merch, and then everybody gets their own thing. Joe Louis is really great to have around then, when it's worker specific merch, because he's super popular from being Joe Louis. Yeah. Interesting fact, my brother's grandfather, we have different grandfathers, different fathers and grandfathers. So on that side, my brother's grandfather actually used to box with Joe Louis. He was a consistently brought in sparring partner to give Joe Louis different looks, and not wrestle, and box, train him up for boxing, his sparring sessions. I believe he was, on like some kind of, they had some kind of deal worked out. I don't know if it was a contract, but he's wrestling him or boxing him. Joe Louis was refereeing. No, that wasn't going on. Let's see. Who can we give a night off to? Low key, I think the Fullers can. Well, hold on. Ron and Robert. No, they need to be here. What are they doing? Actually, you know what? Let's give them a night off. We'll give them a night off. It's fine. Dory Funk. We probably do need Dory Funk here, road agent wise. Frank. Yeah. Okay. That's everybody. All right. Andre and Gary Hart had a nice little meeting. Let's see what they came up with. I'm Andre, so playing as a character with, I believe his booking skill started at 0. Actually, I'm 100% sure. Is a challenge. So that is the main challenge in this run. But I think Andre is just going to end up being way too popular for this to be a real challenge run. You know what I mean? It does seem that way. Dory Funk comes to you backstage. He wants his pay raise of $50. If not, he's leaving. Look, man, you are the most paid, on our show. Um, does he like? I mean, I get it. I get why. He only has a 20 in our area. I mean, realistically, man, you're fired. All right. Um. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just have a great show without Dory Funk. We had Dory Funk. We no longer have Dory Funk, unfortunately. But honestly, he was the most expensive wrestler I had, and he wanted a pay raise, and we couldn't afford it. I mean, we could afford it, but we didn't necessarily need Dory Funk that much. I think he was playing our main face, but it is what it is. Um, we have what we've got. All right, I think we just crowned the champion. He's beaten everybody in the company for the most part. It's going to be a tag team match. Crazy enough. Crazy freaking plan here. Frank and Abby versus Andre and Bobby. And we are going to have... Yeah, we're going to have Andre win it, because why wouldn't we not have Andre win it? I'll be the figurehead of this promotion one day. When I'm, like, ready to turn face. Yeah. Let's see. Frank, wait, what? I thought I specifically kept, fuck, who was it? Who the hell's my other road agent? I have another road agent. Stu Gibson is not who I'm thinking of. Oh, is it Robert? Wait, no, it's not. I'm confused. Frank is my road agent. Oh, Dory. Yeah, like I said, I didn't need Dory anyway. I don't need no Dory Funks. Man, I was going to make him a locker room leader too. I don't think Dory Funk cares. But, would have been cool. All right, we got Heenan, Abby, teaming with Frank. And then I guess Gary Hart got 51 experience. What do you go with, the more experienced or the better psychology? Let me just try Stu Gibson. Stu Gibson's the referee. He's going to be in the ring. So if he's the road agent, he knows all this, everything that's supposed to happen. He can help out. He can help out with the time. He can help out with the whole deal. Andre's going to win. We'll script the match out. Can we go 20 minutes in a tag match? We sure can. We sure can. Okay. George Steele. Wow. Even losing, brings people up the card here at this point. And we don't have anyone who's unimportant anymore. Bill Dundee just went up the card losing. And he's good too, I think. Pretty good. Decent. He lose to... It was George and Bill? Yeah, last time. Okay. Well, we'll do George and... Jimmy? We already done that? No, we haven't even done George and Jimmy? Well, let's do that. That'll be excellent. George the Animal Steel loses to Jimmy Snuka. That would be something if we could do that, right? You think George would go for that? I don't think he would. Yeah, I don't think he would. We're going to try and save our one... Oh, damn. We're going to try to save our one George the Animal Steel job for Andre. George the Animal Steel wins. But I want them to do a steal the show. If they can go 15 minutes with Steel's conditioning, they sure can. All right. We're going to do another tag match with the Mongols. Do we have any faces left that Piper hasn't tagged with? Maybe Bill Dundee. Okay. Stu's my ref. Putski. Billy Graham, Norval Austin. Stu Gibson on the post show. Get Norval involved. Norval could go against Billy Graham. Have Graham and Putski wrestled before? Good chemistry when fighting Billy Graham. Okay. Yeah. Maybe we leave that. Oh, maybe we can't leave that. Well, that was a tag match. That should be fine. No penalty for repeat booking there. Okay. Okay. He'll learn. You know what I mean? We're out here learning. Norval Austin, Stu Gibson. Norval's gonna go over. Joe Lewis and Frank. Post-show match. This guy's just coming out to wrestle the referee. But whatever. There's another referee. Doesn't have the stamina for it. Okay, likely to struggle. Yeah, it's fine. We'll leave it like that. And then we're gonna add an angle. Actually, going to be a victor. Frank is gonna be attacked by none other than Gary Hart. But the match should end with a clean pinfall. It's not Andre's fault that Gary Hart decided to run in. It's just that he's pissed off at Frank. Andre no longer really cares to have him. He's got Bobby. So Gary's really the one who's got the most right to be pissed at anybody in this whole feud that's going on here. Um, yeah. Let's see. We should do a angle. With Frank. Well, maybe he doesn't need to be in it. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Just like a face to face kind of stare down. These two are going to menace at each other as the managers, spew insults and instructions and everything. Oh wait, that's after the show. No wait, no, yep, that's right in the right spot. Okay, perfect. 3 minutes, 75 minutes exactly. This looks like a done show right there. Good to go. Good to go. Abdullah creative finish. Nah, we're not gonna use it right now. Yeah, we don't want to have Abby beat Heenan and then it's like a whole nother thing. Yeah, I don't like looking at it yellow, but it is time to start the show. Billy Graham and Ivan Putski have good chemistry. Lifted the match. Pretty good. Pretty good. 32. Yeah, he'll learn. He'll learn. Match was a little bit short. No chemistry for Piper. Performance of George Steele really stood out. Jimmy Snuka put on a 44 though. That's not bad either. That's actually a really nice match. That could be a main event for sure in our company. George Steele was angry after Jimmy Snuka almost injured him with a botch move. Well, I would be upset too. All right, I can understand that. Mondre the Giant, I don't want some dude jumping on me and breaking my arm or something. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's got managers in the main event. I totally understand where that's coming from. 46 isn't terrible. Honestly, yeah, we carried it, but Bobby Heenan was off his game. We don't have any chemistry as tag teams. That's mostly what I was checking for. A little bit too short. Yeah, that is going to be the one thing that drags down all my shows because I basically just add that to mess myself over. Not even to mess myself over on intentionally, but it's what it's doing. Nobody can do like 25-minute matches. There's just no stamina. That's not at this time. Let's see. Let's do Abby and Joe Lewis, or should we do George Steele and Joe Lewis? All right, not the worst. Ooh. Better than we were doing, as far as that goes. Money wise, we're saving $200. I could tell you that. um, yeah. Let's move it along. Get it to the next month here. Cyclone Belzo? Bezo? Hmm? Bezo? Who needs Rosetta Stone when you got TEW? You can just learn a language right here, bro. That's not a good way to get sponsorships, but I'm just saying, like, that's, I mean, Rosetta Stone, if you want to sponsor me, then I'll learn a language. And then I'll do the whole ad read in that language. But until then, I'm just going to use TW. Learn it one Lucha Libre wrestler name at a time. You know what I mean? Rey Mysterio, that's the king of mystery. Boom. I know some phrases. I actually used to know more Spanish. I know less Spanish than I ever have. Well, not ever, right? Because you don't know any Spanish when you're born. But I know less Spanish than when I lived in South Carolina, for instance. Um, we move some stuff around here. All right. Cool, cool. Bill Savage, he was with our company for a little while. I don't remember why I got rid of him. Was it a refereeing thing? Was it like referee v referee? Like they just weren't getting along or something? Can't really remember. I know I had a refereeing dispute when Tommy Young came in my other company, but I can't remember if Bill Savage and somebody were also beefing. I do want to increase the frequency of my streams so that I can remember the last time I was playing the game a little bit better. That might help. I actually did go back and review because I know I was planning a lot of stuff um, with the chat last game, and I wanted to make sure we hit at least some of those points. I think I kind of went in a little bit of a different direction, but we had chatted about it, and I did review it. I don't know. I might take off the option for penalties when repetitive booking happens. Just because it's, especially like in 1970, it's not like we're running weekly TV and everybody's already seen that match and like you know what I mean? You have different fans that come in and it's a monthly show. It's not like I'm running, the same stuff every house show. But I don't know. It does add a little bit more challenge, which it's a challenge run going from rock hard start to hopefully a national size to global size. That like national to global's a real in I mean there's a reason they put international in between, but it's a big jump. National to global, and this is local to global, so we've got a long road ahead of us. But I'm ready to go down that road with you guys. I feel like I have some of the lowest viewership during TEW, but some of the most engagement, which, I'm cool with that. It is what it is. But if we get even more people into the TW or more engagement in the other stuff as well, I'd be happy with either. But that's kind of what I'm thinking of, like when I'm trying to get the stream maybe going. But sometimes I feel like I'm just talking and like the only people that are going to see this are the people in chat. But obviously it's posted. We got VODs on YouTube for everything. But yeah, I mean, I guess soft launch. Maybe now that I've said it on stream, we will definitely do something in March. Something. If it's not like a conventional like subathon or whatever, then it is what it is. But we should definitely do something focused on community growth and like a big long stream where I can hang out with you guys for longer. I'm a busy guy, I work and everything. I'm a busy guy, I work and everything. Like we don't know, but I can't stream all the time. So it's fun though when I do get to. I love getting in here for like an hour, 2 hours with you guys and chilling out. Playing some games. Volkov has relocated and moved to Quebec. Yeah, fair enough. He lives in Canada in my game too. Ooh. Has not been defended in 56 days. Oh my gosh. It's the very first time it was won. This is going to be a long reign. So they need to just calm the fuck down. Gary Hart, manager without any clients. Joe Louis. Okay. So I think next episode we saw Gary attack Frank during the fight. Abby didn't have anyone to tag. I think the way that it happened, right? It's already happened, but the way that it happened, we're setting up some more stuff. So it's basically, let's see, what do we do? We only made $910. So yeah, $200 more, a little bit more. But either way, we're setting up some more stuff. We're going to have basically Abby gets in the ring. Gary Hart attacks, knocks Frank out or whatever. Just like quickly like beats him up. He's still afraid to attack Abby, who stabbed him. Like he's not trying to attack that guy, but he'll get his revenge on Frank, who told Abby to stab him. And then, he knocks Frank off the apron and beats him up. Abby, when he looks back, when he gets into trouble with Andre, he doesn't have anyone to tag. So he thinks, for a moment that Frank has abandoned him or something. Now, obviously, Frank, I think, was the one that got pinned in that match. Abby didn't ask me to keep him strong. So Frank probably did end up doing the job, getting tagged in eventually. But we saw a moment where Abby was in a tag team match and his partner was not available. And I think that's where we're going to bring Gary Hart in. Gary Hart and Frank are going to continue like with their program a little bit. And then maybe we'll see Abby versus whoever we so choose. That's going to be our... we don't really have a lot of big faces. But maybe like Jimmy Snuka, like Abby versus Jimmy Snuka. And we use Gary Hart as Abby's manager for that one. See if we can't get anything off of their chemistry or something like that. Ron Fuller. Okay. Should have hired another road agent. But Frank doesn't have to be in any more matches probably for a while. So it'll save me a little money from now on. We'll let Bill chill. Well, he's one of our faces. Actually, yeah, we'll give the Mongols the night off. Ron Fuller, Gary Hart, and Andre the Giant. All right. See what we ended up with. 114 points. Let's do a finish. Yes, nice. Likely to succeed. Gimmick, angle. Honestly, it wouldn't hurt to have another finish. Robert Fuller creative finish. Okay. We could use that for Robert. Bobby Heenan and Ivan Putski got into a huge row over something and had to be physically separated. Jimmy Snuka, at the same time, was creating a fun atmosphere where he pulled a classic rib on George Steele that had everyone laughing. Maybe right after. Two team bonding. Myself and Frank. We're already pretty close. Deep friendship or something like that. But all right, cool. So I think it's gonna be Andre the Giant versus George Steele right now. Is that how it should be? It's Andre the Giant versus George Steele. Frank is busy managing George Steele. Maybe, maybe we could tie that in a little bit. Storytelling. Of course, we gotta have the championship on the line. Andre still can't call in ring. I don't know if I'll ever learn how to call in ring now that I'm the champ. Sure, I will one day, but you know, it's gonna take a lot longer. Let's see. Duel of the Butcher versus I think Ron Fuller. He could go up against the Fullers. Is Jimmy Snuka not here today? Here he is. Okay. I thought he was higher up. He must have just went down. I could have him go over like Bill Dundee or somebody, but Polish Power. Dula versus Putski. He doesn't have any. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's do this. Well, he's a face. Okay. Okay. Duel of the Butcher versus Ivan the Polish Power Putski. Let's get it on. No stamina. No stamina. Storytelling, 15 minutes. He can go. Ivan doesn't know how to learn. That he'll be taught today. He gonna learn today. All right. We got the Fuller brothers who are face heel. Bobby Heenan is here. Gary Hart is here. Billy Graham and Stu Gibson. Billy Graham and Norval Austin. Hmm. These are okay. This is all the matches. Billy Graham and Norval Austin. Billy Graham and Norval Austin. Norval Austin and C. Okay. Graham and Snuka. See if they team together yet. Billy Graham, Snuka, Jimmy Snuka, and Billy Graham. Yep. All right. Roddy Piper and Billy Graham. We're on opposite sides of the thing, but I don't know. Maybe that'll be something. Ivan Putski and Roddy Piper. Norval Austin and Roddy Piper. Yeah. Um. Hmm. Roddy and Norval, Roddy and Bill, Roddy and Ivan, Roddy and Jimmy. Roddy and Jimmy would be new. No, it wouldn't. Well, shoot. Might have tried just about every combination here. Yeah, I think I have. Have I tried Austin and Dundee? No. Okay, we'll try that. Norval Austin and Bill Dundee. I think that's all my faces, but it is what it is. I don't understand why Ron is so cold. I think it's their gimmicks. Struggling ring. Should have left it, but it is what it is. We'll be fine. Gary, Bobby, Billy, and Frank, and Stu. Just a bunch of white guys' names. Here's Jimmy and Roddy. Wait, Billy's. Yeah. Okay. Cool. With Billy Graham and Jimmy Snuka. That seems like it might be a good match. They've only had combat in tag matches before. I'll give this one to Billy Graham. One too many minutes. Do I need any promos? Yeah. So we gotta have George Steele actually be with his manager, Gary Hart. I think Gary Hart gonna cut a promo. George Steele. Fuck it, we'll say he's cutting a promo too. Gary wins over Frank a little bit. All right, so they're both gonna, Gary Hart's basically gonna come out. What? Oh, George Steele. Oh shit. Yep. Yeah. Wait, is that what I want? No. He says what? Due to his silent type attribute. Okay. Well, then you just do the intimidation. And then we have to remove George Steele. Got my wires crossed there. Frank is not in the angle. Okay, so maybe Frank should. No, he's not. Yeah, that's. So I guess unreciprocated? Feels cheap to always do unreciprocated, so I try to use the other one here and there, but I mean, fuck it. It's gonna make it so I have to. Then we might as well. 14. That one has to be storytelling. Doesn't have to be 21 minutes, but I'd like it to be. Okay. 95, 95. And then who do we have left? The managers, Piper, and Stu Gibson. So Piper's going to get a win over Stu Gibson on the post show. With Joe Lewis refereeing. I forgot. He only goes 10 minutes. All right. Sweet. We're starting to get a little bit of a formula. Hopefully it's not too formulaic, or the fans won't like it. Hopefully it's not too formulaic for y'all to watch. Hopefully y'all are enjoying it. But we're starting to make a little groove. Kind of let people know what our kind of show is going to look like. Yeah, that's fine. Not Rowdy and Stu. I just realized that George doesn't have a problem losing to Andre at all, which is pretty dope. He's like, yeah, I'll put you over, kid. Dude's got a 52 in the Great Lakes, and he doesn't care. He's like, yeah, it's Andre the Giant. Like, I get it. Andre's got a 30. That's nice. That's a big jump. We're making waves. And that was a keep strong victory over Abdullah. So imagine what he's going to do, what kind of jump we're going to see when we beat George Steele here. Definitely building him up pretty big. That was a title victory as well, though, so that might have been what made a lot of that difference. But this will be a title defense. And yeah, I think we're ready to go. Oh, 53. Gary Hart can improvise pretty well. Hopefully we see them. Oh wait, did I actually definitely got to do that. Nope. Okay. So from now on, it's Gary Hart. Match is shorter in the eyes of our audience. Too short. Fair enough. Match was too short. Ron and Rob. No Dundee and Norval Austin. Abdullah and Gary have pretty good chemistry. Look at that. I've matched up a couple of managers with a couple of clients now. We have a plethora of monsters. I need to bring in some faces, some dragon slayers to kill all these fucking dragons I got. Obviously, Andre is the biggest dragon of them all. Oh man, that was like a safe bet or something. That's kind of rough. Still a 54 though. Not bad. Um, let's see the dirt sheet. Andre got bonuses. Penalized for holding back. Holding back? Why are you guys holding back, y'all? It's the main event. Because we're out in front of 105 people in some bingo hall. Doesn't mean you should hold back. You know what I'm saying? Match was too important. Too short to be important. Gotcha. That match was just too important in the eyes of our audience, man. We can't have that. Too important. Was this because I stopped at one point to change the manager? Is that why they're off colored? That's crazy. Okay. Let's see. Mr. Joe Louis. And George the Animal Steel. They should both be praised, man. Joe, you did great, and George, you did amazing by letting me beat you. Loss of 600. We can eat that. I wonder if George is like friends with me for me complimenting his work or something. Is that why he was willing to do that, or is he just that good of a guy? He has a positive opinion of me. Yeah, that's probably good enough to have made the difference there. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully you have a positive opinion of me, or Andre the Giant, whichever you prefer. It's me or Andre the Giant. You got to choose one. Anyway, thank you for watching, and yeah, check out the next one. See what we're up to. Peace out, and